How is this different than a Final Four game?
How is it different? I think it's not as much pressure on us because it's still early in the season. We know they're a great team and we're a great team and it's going to be a battle, but it's not as much pressure yet.
All systems were going for you down to do. Just talk a little bit about that performance down there.
It's just like Coach said, I put all the work in the gym, night and day, every summer, and the confidence that my teammates and my coaches and my family members give me to knock down shots, and that's what I did. And my teammates looked for me and made it happen.
How much does having played at UConn a year ago and playing through the Final Four and the ACC and Carolina, how much do those games prepare a lot of you for what you're going to face, tomorrow night?
Oh, they prepare us greatly because, like Coach Walsh said, the ACC is a great conference. Every night is going to be a tough game. So you have to be prepared, even against teams that you think others would think, outsiders would think aren't good. No, they're coming in to give you a run for your money. So we always have to be ready to go no matter who we're playing, and Notre Dame is a great team. So we know that we have to prepare and be mentally and physically ready for the game.
Have you watched them play or seen anything on film? If so, what challenges did Notre Dame create?
Oh, yes, I've watched them play. They're a great rebounding team, and we haven't been doing so good rebounding this year. So we have to come out and find a way to rebound. They score. We score too, but we have to find a way to make them volume shooters, make them take 25 shots to get 10 to 15 points, and just make everything for them hard.
That night was so magical last year here at the Center. How do you put that out of your mind? And as Coach said, it was last year.
That night was so magical. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. So we just have to be prepared and focused, because I hope nobody on our team is expecting for our game to go like that again. So just knowing that it's going to be a tough game, it's going to be a grind-out game. But if that happens, that's great.
Did you talk with the freshmen a little bit about that? Obviously, they haven't experienced anything this huge yet. They asked you questions. What have you said to them?
We just tell them to be prepared. As freshmen, this is very different because how important this game is. They've probably never played in anything like this. So just telling them to be ready, because when your number is called, the team is dependent on you to come out there and do what you're supposed to do. Not focus on the crowd or the nervousness that they might have, but because we prepared them so much in practice and in games, they should be ready to come out and do what the team needs them to do.
Those big games that you all have played over the years, like the UConn and Notre Dame, where do you feel like this team, the veterans in particular, have really gained something that could help tomorrow night?
I think that mentally we've learned each other. We've built a chemistry of knowing what's the best place for each other to get the ball, or who we're looking for at a certain time. And I think that's the biggest thing with great teams, just being on the same page all the time mentally, not just physically. And I think we're getting to a point where everybody knows each other, and when somebody's hot, get them the ball.
Do you feel like this team is kind of like at that point in general, we're at that point where you can really finish the job in a hostile environment?
I think we're there, but our game on Thursday is going to be a great test, because this season we haven't played a great team like Notre Dame, and it's going to be exciting because, like I said, they are so good in so many different areas, and it's a test for us to see where we're at and how we're going to fight against them.
What is the significance in your mind of being number one in mid-season?
It's important, but at the same time, we can't focus on that. It's been a lot of times where the underdog beats the number one team, and that's not as important to me as it might seem, but I just hope our team isn't focused on being number one, because you got to go out there and play every team like they're number one. That's what you should do. Every time you go on the court, you should play hard like you're playing a number one team. So that's not the biggest thing for me mentally.
You see it as a milestone for the program, first time ever?
Yeah, that'd be great for the program, because we haven't done that. That's exciting to make history, this team to make history in the program. But I hope that's not our main focus.
AC, after the blowout last year, then the win in the tournament, when you guys are going up there, I mean, it's at their place, they have a sense of pride. Do you think they're going to come out and really try to set the tone? And how do you not get overwhelmed by that?
Oh, I definitely think that they're going to do that, but that's what we've prepared in practice. We've talked about that in practice, and we know that, yeah, they're going to hit us with their best punch, but we have to be focused and stay mentally dialed in to be prepared to fight back. You know, they're going to go on their runs, but we're also going to go on our runs, and just being able to quiet the crowd and be settled in and not let them get us all worked up and just play our game.
These games really become like rivalry games.
Yes.
I mean, how much fun is that as a player? Is that why you come here to play in these kinds of games?
Yes. That's why you go to a top team. That's why these games are what players live for. It's so much fun to go in somebody else's place while they're booing at you and the crowd is screaming at you, and then just to quiet the crowd and go out there and get a win. Like, this is the best. These are the reasons why basketball players play basketball.
This is a 4 o'clock game in LA. How are your family going to be following it, and they taking off work or anything like that?
They might be working and watching at the same time. I don't know, but they always find a way to watch the games or, you know, keep up with the stat line. So I know they'll be watching.
It's one thing to be able to go 10 deep, as Jeff has been able to do. I guess, how gratifying has that been, and maybe to a different extent, how gratifying has it been to you to know that you can win without him even being in charge? And I think it was the UT Martin game where, you know, he sat on the bench that whole time.
It's just great, and I think it's just a testament for my teammates. Everybody has worked to get better, and the fact that we can go so deep into our bench is amazing. A lot of teams aren't doing that. A lot of top teams aren't doing that, and for us to do that, it's just a testament to my teammates and how hard we've worked.
Did you watch the Notre Dame Mississippi State championship game last year?
Yes.
Did you watch it with teammates? Do you remember where you watched it? Who you watched it with?
I didn't want to watch it live.
Okay.
You know, I was going back and forth, but everybody was talking about it, so I kind of would turn to it, then turn it off, then turn to it, turn it off. But it was a great game. I watched it with a couple of my teammates. Some of them didn't want to watch it, some of us did. But it's just a fire. It's just lighting fire under us to come back and compete this year to get to that spot when we're playing in the national championship.
Knowing how easily you handled Notre Dame last year, was that a bitter experience watching them?
No, it was just for me the whole time I was watching the game, I'm just thinking that should be us. I'm happy that they did get there so that we could play them this year, because I already know that when we get to their gym on Thursday for that game, they're going to be so excited. They're going to be pumped up to beat us, because last year we beat them twice. So it's just going to be an exciting game, and I can't wait to play against them.
Coach Norman last night talked about needing some, quote, nasty down low to take on folks like Turner and Shepard. How do you and your teammates prepare yourself for playing that kind of aggressive physical game?
It starts in practice. Every day, you know, trying our hardest in practice, and our practice players come out and always give us a great effort. So it starts in practice with that nastiness, like she said, because we are going to need that, because they are great rebounders. And in order for us to win this game, we're going to have to find some type of way to rebound.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.